Right, here we go. So, I'm in a different place today. I am in my bedroom. Just adjust that a little bit. Okay, so I might wriggle a bit because I'm in a different place. I'm sitting on a different chair. Um, I've been mostly in my room today because I'm bleeding really heavily today, which is a wonderful part of my menstrual cycle. But mostly it just means that I just want to be snuggled and warm and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I'm in my room and staying in my room. Okay, so just for the purposes of those, those with me now, but also anyone catching the replay, please wash your hands thoroughly before you tap. If you want to avoid your facial points, that's absolutely fine. Touching your face can risk spreading coronavirus. So I will just talk you through how to do it differently. Okay, I might wriggle a lot during this until I find a really comfortable way to sit. And I don't need to apologize. I just thank you for accepting me for who I am and showing up as I am. Oh, look, Sarah's here. I believe it's Sarah. Is that right? I got your name right. Welcome to our world. In my head, it's connecting with the name Sarah. And hello to YouTube. Do say hello in the comments and let me know how you are. Okay, so Helen is feeling quite at ease. How wonderful. And we can relate to my experience of my menstrual cycle. And it is Sarah. Yay, my brain is making the connections it needs to make. Okay, so what are we tapping with today? Feel free to share anything you want to in the comments section with me, and I'm just going to tune in. Okay, the first phrase that's coming to me is come to your collarbone. I'm okay. What I feel is normal. And my sense is this is coming to me because so many of us, and this comes up quite a lot in my one-to-one sessions, so many of us, we get so used to like a base level of tension, discomfort, dis-ease. And so because we get so used to it, that is our normal. And so I'm fine. This is normal for me. And yet it's not normal related to our true aligned selves. So it's normal because our body is carrying so much for us, which is extraordinary. Our bodies are amazing. But all of that tension and discomfort, dis-ease, all of that our bodies are carrying, even if it's only like maybe a 2 or a 3, we just always have slightly tense shoulders. We always feel slightly restricted in our breath. We often have a bit of lower backache. We often have a slightly upset tummy. All of those things, because we might experience them at this kind of low level, like a 2 or 3 out of 10, and so we're like, oh, it's normal for me. But it's not normal for who we're designed to be, who we would be if we weren't carrying the imprint of trauma. So these general tapping with B sessions, these are not the times for us to be going in and clearing trauma. But my sense is, let's just tap with some of these aspects of us. So if you are avoiding your facial points, that's fine. You just keep tapping here under your collarbone. Otherwise, join me inside your eyebrow, quite low down. Some people often tap kind of up their forehead, but just try and come down right inside your eyebrow. Repeating after me, I'm okay. This is normal for me. Tapping on the side of your eyes. Repeating after me, I always feel a bit like this. On that bony bit under your eye. I'm okay. This is normal for me. tapping on your lip. I always feel a bit like this. Tapping on your chin. I'm okay. This is normal for me. Tapping under your collarbone. I always feel a bit of this tension. Middle of your chest. It's okay. This is normal for me. Tapping on your side. I'm used to feeling this way. Tapping on top of your head. It's okay. This is normal for me. Okay, just coming back to your karate chop, I've realized I have left my water by my bed, so keep tapping on your karate chop. Feel free to share anything that's coming up in the comments. I'm going to walk the 2.5 meters to get my water and come back again. One sec. Oh no, that's not going to work. Okay. Does anybody else fidget? I don't always, well, I know, I think I do actually. I think I often fidget. Okay. I'm just fidgeting more right now because I'm sitting somewhere I don't normally sit, so. Let's take a lovely deep breath. Okay, just bring your hands still for a moment. I want you to imagine, hi Polly, perfect timing. Well, everybody's timing is perfect, but you know, welcome, welcome. Okay, I want you to imagine the deepest breath that you think your body is capable of. So just I know not everyone is able to visualize things. In whatever way that you connect with your body, I want you to give yourself the sense of the experience of the biggest breath your body would be capable of. And now what I want you to do is I want you to take the biggest breath that your body is able to do in this moment. Now, mark that breath that you just took as a percentage of the biggest breath that your body is capable of. If you want to share that percentage in the comments with me, you can, but you don't have to. Just notice that percentage for yourself. Mine is about 75% at the moment. Oh, okay. So we're going to tap with that. So I'm going to say this 75% breath because that was my percentage. You can either repeat the same as me, or you can say it, but instead of 75%, use the number that came through for you. Anne's 80, wonderful. Okay, so even though, repeating after me, even though I have this 75% breath, or Anne, you can say 80% breath, and you know, whatever percentage came up for you, continue to repeat after me. I'm here now, and I'm okay. Even though I have this 75% breath, I love and accept myself as I am. Even though I have this 75% breath, my body is doing its best. Okay, so Coming to your collarbone if you're avoiding your facial points, otherwise joining me inside your eyebrow, repeating after me and putting in your own percentage as you want to. This 75% breath. Then tapping on the side of your eye. This 75% breath. On that bony bit under your eye. This 75% breath. Tapping on your lip. This 75% breath. Tapping on your chin. This 75% breath. Tapping under your collarbone. Okay, this requires a little bit of maths. So I am going to say this 25% restriction. Anri, you would be this 20% restriction. So just take a moment to work out whatever 100, take away your personal percentage is. And repeating after me using your own figure or using my figure. This 25% restriction. Middle of your chest. This 25% restriction. So find your boob point. So imagine a vertical line straight down through your nipple. If you need to move your breast out of the way, go for it. Tapping on that vertical line where the base of your boob joins your ribs. Ooh. Or where your pectoral muscle joins your ribs. Repeating after me, this 25% restriction. Tapping on your side. This 25% restriction. Tapping on top of your head. This 25% restriction. Okay, bring your hand down and just take a lovely, regular, deep breath. And now take the deepest breath your body is capable of in this moment. And just notice that as a percentage of the biggest breath your body is capable of. It's possible your figures won't have changed. So for example, I started out with a 75% breath. My breath may still be a 75% and that would be fine. It's also possible, but not likely, that your breath quality may have decreased. But if that is the case, please just let me know and it's okay. And it's also possible that your breath will have expanded. So I've gone up to 85%. So do let me know how you experienced that for your breath. And I can't quite tell if the comments, I think the comments might be slightly delayed. So I'm just going to tap here on my karate chop, plus actually move that bit of hair that's annoying me. And I'm just going to tap here for a few moments while I give you an opportunity. Okay, Helen, wonderful. Up 10%. Brilliant. We're going to do another round in a minute with our new figures. I'll just wait to see if anyone else wants to share. Anne-Marie's gone up to 90, so it's another 10%. Oh. Sarah's gone up 15%. Wonderful. Okay, so taking your new figure, so for me that's 85%. Anne-Marie 90. I'm guessing Sarah, yours is 80. We're going to just do a round with that. So inside your eyebrow, this 85% breath, and obviously you just use whichever number's right for you, or you can use my number. It doesn't matter. Tapping on the side of your eyes. Oh, this 85% breath. Tapping on that bony bit under your eye. This 85% breath. Oh, tapping on your lip. This 85% breath. Tapping on your chin. Oh. Oh. I love how when we work with our breath, it does automatically bring around shifts. This 85% breath. And then tapping under your collarbone, switching now to the percentage of restriction. So that's whatever 100 take away your breath percentages. So for me, it's 15%. So just work that out. Repeating after me using your figure, this 15% restriction. Oh, oh. And just letting the yawns come, the burps might come. Middle of your chest, this 15% restriction. Okay, tapping on your boob point, this 15% restriction. Tapping on your side, this 15% restriction. Tapping on top of your head, this 15% restriction. Okay. Just come back to your karate chop. Just take a regular deep breath. Okay, let your hands go still. This time, take the deepest breath your body is capable of in this moment. And then as you release, just notice how that breath has changed. It may not have changed at all. It may possibly have decreased, and it may also have increased. So just notice what your breath did and let me know in the comments. You can let me know if it's increased, if it's stayed the same, and also please do let me know if it's decreased or if it's concerning you in any way. And then whenever you're ready, just come to your collarbone. I will make sure that when I upload this as an IGTV, that the cover screen shares that we did breath work, because this may be, if at any point you find yourself struggling with your breath, this may be a video that you want to come back to. Wonderful. So Anne-Marie, you're at 90. That's pretty epic. Helen's gone up to 85. Wonderful. Sarah says, that feels so much better. I have asthma and I've not felt that good in ages. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Anybody on YouTube want to share with me? I don't know on YouTube whether when it tells me one person is watching, whether that's me because I'm watching myself or if it's someone else. But anyway, okay. Okay, so we're going to do one final round. Take whatever percentage you are at in this moment. So I'm at 90. And take that away from 100. So for me, that leaves me with 10. And we are going to do a round tapping with that figure. Hey, Sissy Joe, it's lovely to see you. We're just doing some breath work. We're tapping with our breath. Because you're just joining now and you're so welcome, you just tap along with my words. Don't worry if it may not be directly relevant for you. the energy will shift where you need it to. For those of you who have been tapping along with the breath work, using that figure I just shared with you, so taking your final full breath percentage, taking that away from 100 and whatever's left, so for me is 10, we're going to use the phrase, this remaining 10%. Okay? So inside your, staying on your collarbone if you want to avoid your face points. Otherwise, inside your eyebrow, repeating after me and using your own figure if you have one. This remaining 10%. Tapping on the side of your eyes. This remaining 10%. Oh, I can't scratch and tap. Oh, that's weird. on that bony bit under your eyes. This remaining 10%. Tapping on your lip. This remaining 10%. Just let your body take a breath here. This remaining 10%. Under your collarbone, this remaining 10%. Middle of your chest. This remaining 10%. On your boob point, this remaining 10%. Tapping on your side. This remaining 10%. And then tapping on top of your head. Hey, Says. We're just doing some breath work and energy work together. This remaining 10%. Okay, come back to your karate chop. Taking a lovely, comfortable breath here. And then just bring your hands down. When you're ready, take the biggest breath that your body is capable of in this moment. And once you've released, just let yourself tune in to what that breath was as a percentage of the biggest breath you sense your body is capable of. And do let me know in the comments whether you've noticed an increase or if it's stayed the same, or possibly it's decreased, although it doesn't matter if it's decreased or not. I would be surprised, but it may have done. So just let me know while I just fidget a little bit. Now I'll just pause here. Do drink some water if you've got water. Okay, Anne-Marie's gone up to 95%. Wonderful. Sarah's come to about 95%. That must feel so amazing for you as an asthmatic who's, used to kind of constriction in your chest. I used to be very severely asthmatic, but now I'm incredibly mildly asthmatic. And I completely know how that feels to experience, expansive openness in your chest when you're an asthmatic. Oh, and Helen has had a small increase too. Wonderful. Okay. My sense is that this is a perfect place for us to leave this tapping session. Just to give that expansion, that release, and so that you have a relatively short tapping video that you can return to anytime you want to tap with your breath. Just because you want to have the most oxygenated experience possible, or maybe because you might be feeling some constriction or some tightness, Certainly with these coronavirus times, anything that we do to support the capacity of our lungs is really beneficial for us. And obviously from a parenting perspective, for those of us who, have got children at home with us, or maybe partners at home with us, we've got other people around us, and that kind of, the tension, allowing us to have, more capacity in our lungs will allow us to kind of stay in a more grounded place to the best of our ability. I will hopefully upload this as an IGTV video now, and but it will definitely be available on YouTube. So yeah, I'll speak to you all soon. I think I will be tapping tomorrow, even though it's Good Friday. I will still be tapping tomorrow, and I plan to tap on Monday. If anything changes, I'll let you know in Instagram stories. Mwah. Bye.